Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Colosseum. In our last part, we caught our first Shadow Pokemon, which was Makuhita. Once you exit the mayor's house, you notice that there's a guy in green blocking the exit. Also, his name is Verde. Also, when you make your way over to the other side of Phoenix City, you notice that there's a guy in red blocking the exit. His name is Rojo. And once you go to the front exit or entrance of Phoenix City, there's a guy in blue standing there. His name is Bluno, I mean. You might remember all three of them from inside the mayor's house and exited with Mirror B. Each of them has a Johto starter that corresponds with their color. So Verde has a Bayleaf, Rojo has a Quilava, and Bluno has a Croconaw. You can only get one of them at this time, but first I want to show you about the Shadow Pokemon. As you can see, the heart gauge, and it's right below, it says the door to its heart is tightly shut. So, and you can see that it only has Shadow Rush, and its other moves are unknown. And you can notice there are different sections of its heart gauge. By participating in battle, walking around with it, or if it enters hyper mode and you call its name, the gauge will go down, and once it is fully down, you will be able to purify it, and then it will not be a Shadow Pokemon anymore. Now, it's my recommendation and preference that of picking Bayleaf, because you don't get many good grass type Pokemon able to catch in the game, but you do have a chance of getting a good fire Pokemon and water Pokemon. You will be able to catch all three eventually, but you cannot catch them all three right now. So I will pick to battle Verde and be able to catch his Bayleaf. And there it is. He also has a Grimer. I chose to switch Makuhita in the start of my party to get his gauge down. And Misty notices that his Bayleaf is a Shadow Pokemon. As you can already see, just by choosing Makuhita in battle, its gauge has gone down a little bit. And so I use a Shadow Rush on Bayleaf and Confusion on Grimer. Now, Shadow Rush, its move can actually affect all types of Pokemon, and it will actually do less damage on a Shadow Pokemon than it would on a non-Shadow Pokemon. But it doesn't matter the type, because Shadow Rush will actually do the same amount of damage. And as you can see, Makuhita entered Hyper Mode. In Hyper Mode, a Pokemon has a higher chance of doing a critical hit. But I chose to call Makuhita to get it out of Hyper Mode and to knock down more of its gauge. Now, it won't do the same amount for all Pokemon. It is actually based on their nature, but you cannot see their nature until at least one section of its heart gauge is completed. So I choose to use another Shadow Rush on Bayleaf to get it down. And I use a Return on Spoink. And I take out his Spoink. Now be careful not to take out his Bayleaf. But if you do make it faint, or any other Shadow Pokemon faint, you will be given an opportunity to try again at catching it at the end of the game. However, I've never made a Shadow Pokemon faint, so I don't know exactly when you'll be able to do that. And so I decided to call Makuhita and use a Reflect just to strengthen my defenses. And notice how its heart gauge went down even more, and the first section is gone. So Makuhita should learn its first move now. Uses a Razor Leaf and knocks down quite a bit of Makuhita's health. And luckily Espeon actually evades it. And its first move is Focus Energy. And I decide, hell, I'll throw a Great Ball at it. Just try to snag it, why not? And it shakes once, shakes twice, I got excited, and it broke out. And it uses Body Slam. Knocks down most of Makuhita's health and paralyzes it. And now it can't move. And why do it? And use Shadow Rush. And I decide use a Super Potion to heal up Makuhita. And yes, this Bayleaf has Synthesis, which makes it even harder to catch, because once you get it down to low health, it could just use Synthesis and regain that health back. And because of Torment, which I wasn't paying attention to, I can't use it. But then, here it's actually a little trick in the game. I then decide to not attack with Makuhita, but use items. If you throw a Pokeball, you need to have two different types of Pokeballs to use this trick. The first Pokemon selects to throw a Pokeball, then you switch the two Pokeballs their places. And you actually do not lose a ball. Here I actually mess it up by going back to my items. But as long as you do not go back to your items for the second Pokemon, it should work, and you should actually not lose a Pokeball. And I catch the Bayleaf with my second Great Ball. And we defeat Mystery Troop Verde. And he complains about you taking his Pokemon. And he talks about how they made Shadow Pokemon by artificially closing Pokemon's hearts. And now, if you go over and check each exit, the other mystery troops will not be there. And now you have to go to Pyrite Town. And as I show you here, Rojo is gone. And you also see that Bluno is gone too after I heal up. So now we have snagged 2 Shadow Pokemon. But don't think that's good, because we've just gotten started. There are a lot more Shadow Pokemon to go. And as you can see, Bluno's gone now. We can go to Pyrite Town, but Pyrite Town is not an option. We have to go to the construction site, which is the site of a big Colosseum, and I believe you can just leave, but I decided to talk to the 3 construction workers working here. Ugh. Ugh. Huh. Alright, and how they talk about it's a Colosseum. So once they are done clearing up that area, you will be able to go there, but that is not for a while. And now we can go to Pyrite Town. Little catchy music. And we get, oh, Mr. Johnson, a police officer talking to a boy. He's in trouble. Kale. And this is Pyrite Town. Looks very run down, like this is the shop and little thing. The doors actually stay open, even if you. And this is a hotel. You can pay $1,000 to heal your Pokemon, which I don't know why you would. In here is Duquesne's office. He runs the Colosseum for this town. But we will come back here later once to continue our journey throughout the Ore region. A lot of stuff you could visit. This right here is the police station, which you do need to go into at some time. Now here is the it's like the town square, I think it's called, or no, it's weird because there's a circle. But every trainer here has a shadow Pokemon, except for this girl right here. But everyone in here has a shadow Pokemon, even that guy right there. But first, we will go back to the Pyrite Colosseum. Now, of course, we cannot enter the Pyrite Colosseum just yet. So, we will actually save up right here, probably the second save of the game. And that will be the end to part 3 of Let's Play Pokemon Colosseum. I will see you all next time when we will battle the trainers in the square and we will catch their shadow Pokemon.